What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We got another Photoshop tutorial for you today. This one's going to be all about the clone source panel. Before we get into it though, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button if these videos help you out, turn on them post notifications, also comment down below if you got any questions. What this does is it works with the clone stamp tool. If you want to check out my clone stamp tool video, I break everything down for you in that video on how to use the tool. But this works with the clone stamp tool, and it lets you define up to 5 sampling sources. And you can also transform the sample by rotating it, scaling it, etc. And you can even define a sampling source from a whole nother file. So this is the panel here. If you don't see it, what you're going to have to do is come up to Window and then Clone Source. And when you click it, it should pop up. So when you click it, it opens. So then let's pull out the Clone Stamp tool. Okay. Then we'll select our layer. So I'm working on this layer here. Make sure it's your active selected layer. Then you're going to come to the image and you're going to hold Alt, right? Say we want to get this eye as a clone source, and then we'll click down. Okay, so we have our first source. Another thing, you're gonna have to turn this into a raster image, so just click OK if that message pops up. But then you can paint this eye anywhere on your image. So if I want to paint it right here, you can see it's grabbing the pixels from here and painting them or stamping them right here. It's cloning it. So that's our first sample area. Okay, you can see this right here is highlighted. If I were to click the second one, hold Alt and come down here to the lips, click down and paint, right? That's our second sampling area. Then I'll come and click on a third one. Let's just do the nose. We can paint the nose wherever we want. Okay, that's our third one. There's 5 of them, so you can have up to 5 different sampling areas. So you can easily switch. If I want to paint the eye here, paint the lips there, and then the nose, whatever. That's the basic idea of it. And also, guys, when you're painting down, you can see the little crosshair on the sample area. That's where you're painting. So if you come all the way over here, it's starting to grab pixels from a whole different area. But the center of it is always going to be the eye. Then moving down, we got the width and the height. You can change these, you can link them or unlink them. You can flip horizontal or flip vertical. You got the X and the Y offset. And all these transform it. So before you paint, okay, you can come here and say we want to bring it down, make it smaller, and rotate it. It's going to show a whole sample of the image, but when you let go, it's going to take it away. But then when you paint, you can see it brings it with these transformations on it. But if you want, you can come in here and just paint a smaller eye or whatever. Then if you click this, you can reset everything, bring it back to the original dimensions and rotation, angle, and all that. Then we got show overlay, and all this does is you can see the preview in here before I paint. It'll show you what you're about to paint. If I uncheck this, you can't see that, right? You don't see it until you actually paint and click down. I usually keep this on. You can change the opacity of it. So if I brought it down to like 30, you can barely see it. And then you also got some blend modes for it. You got normal, darken, lighten, and difference. Then last but not least, we got clipped. This is to clip the overlay to the current brush. Auto hide, it automatically hides the overlay while you're painting. And then you also got invert. This just inverts the overlay. Then we got the hamburger menu up here in the top right. The source 1 through 5. This is just another way to click it and choose which one, but you usually don't have to open that up to do that. You can just click on these icons here. Then you got reset transform. It's the same exact thing as this button here. Lock frame, same thing as this button right here. And then all these, same thing. Show overlay is right here. Clipped is right here. Auto hide and invert are right there. Then last, you got close and close tab group. These, I never click these because it will remove this from here, and then you're gonna have to come back to window and go back to clone source to open it up. So I never really use those. And that's about it for your clone source panel options. Quick summary, you got the 5 sources right here. You can choose which one. If you click on one, then you can come to your image, hold Alt, and it'll bring out the target. And then you can choose where you want the source to come from. If I wanted it right here, right? Then it's saved in there. If you click on one and you don't see any words down here, that means that's an empty source, and you can add a new one by clicking Alt and clicking down. And then everything in the center part of the panel is your transform and rotation options. Make it bigger, smaller, rotate it 90 degrees, whatever. Then the bottom options, you got your overlay and opacity for it, your blend modes, and then some other options here. And then, like I said, the hamburger menu, everything here pretty much is already on here, so you don't even got to click this. If this video helped you out, make sure to subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. Also, like I said, you got any questions, make sure to put them in the comment section below. If I don't get to it, hopefully one of my other subscribers or viewers, maybe they'll get to your question before I even see it. A lot of people on the channel like to help people out with that. And also, guys, don't forget to check out all my other videos. If I'm going over something that you don't know, more than likely I got a video on it. So check all the playlists, go over all the tools. I go over the clone stamp tool for sure. And I go over all the top options up here. So if you're not sure how to use it, that's going to be the best way to learn how to use it. And it works together with this panel, right? So if you learn the tool and the panel, you'll know clone source throughout Photoshop. So with all that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.